Hodge.
Okay, this is becoming like an annual tradition. This is the second time we've done this now, where May 2-4 weekend, we go yard sailing. I wouldn't say this year was as successful. I don't know, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It didn't feel like it was as successful.
In terms of like the actual stuff that we found at garage sales, I agree with you. Like, I did get a couple things, but it was nothing video game related from garage sales. The video game I did get was at the Honey Hole that we went to afterwards, and I don't know, like it's just this year. I guess it just didn't feel right to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we hit tons of yard sales. We hit more than we did this year.
I mean, I think that the real fun comes from just hanging out and going to these things.
No, I don't agree.
We did get some things that are kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty nice pieces.
I got 3 non-game related things, which are actually in my trunk already. I made an electric Lazy Susan, and I found the Lazy Susan that I used at a garage sale for 50 cents. Then I also found kind of like a drawer used for the printer press, the little metal, I guess, dies or whatever they're called, that normally has like the alphabet on it, and that was $5. And then you found me a nice little glass display case, like a wooden glass display case for $5 as well. And those are all pretty much going to Ashley because she collects like little jars of sand. So that's not even here. It's already in the car. It's kind of big and cumbersome and stuff like that.
She's just pounding out the chicken.
That's what she said.
Okay, Miles, do you want to go over your...
Sure, yeah, I got some stuff.
What was this you just put down?
Oh, don't worry about it. I got Big Trouble in Little China on VHS for a quarter. I'm not going to keep this, but it seems like a good trade bait at one of the Geek Swaps or something like that. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
No.
What? Is there another thing?
You got this in the same place.
Yeah, sorry. I also got this. It's a Walt Disney preview tape.
Hold on, what does it say? Even it says it on the side.
What?
In marker?
So what I didn't realize is that it says this. You won't be able to see it, but it is actually a feature film,
Pretty Woman,
about a lady who is attractive.
paid $40 for that one.
A quarter each. I'm probably going to throw this one in the garbage.
And then Miles found this, and I snagged it off of him, and it's a copy of The Goonies on VHS. My wife's a big Goonies fan, but apparently when I got home, I got told that she already owns it.
And it happens to be another copy of Pretty Woman inside.
Yes,
So
another Pretty Woman. No, it's actually The Goonies. But we'll still keep it, because it's just more of a display piece to go with the other Goonies stuff.
it's the Goonies. You can't go wrong with the Goonies. And then the item I think Chris bought that cursed this whole trip is the cursed item.
Is the Far Side.
No, Chris, you want to show off your cursed item?
My skull. My Halloween skull.
It's Yorick. How well did you know him?
I didn't know him at all. So this had 50 cents on it. I just thought it was a cool little piece to have for Halloween.
And then I think one of my favorite things that you got, because we're all kind of trying to get healthy for the new year and a new health kick. We couldn't find any weights, but Chris found the next best thing. These books weighing several tons.
Yeah, when I picked this sucker up, I was amazed. Like you can't.
You can even see the whole table
You can't
shake.
pick it up with one hand. That's ridiculous.
I could totally pick this up with one hand. Okay, yeah, you can, but it's very heavy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And now I do the thing that those two guys did. There we are.
And I feel accomplished.
But I mean, I know the Far Side. I'm not a huge fan of it, but just looking at it, it's really cool. I might actually keep it. But it's called the Complete Far Side, Volume 1 and 2, from 1980 all the way to 1994.
And it was you only paid what, $5?
$5 for it, and all the money that I paid towards it was going to charity. I can't remember what charity was.
The Far Side charity.
The Far Side charity of Farsidia.
But yeah, like that is huge and heavy, but it is kind of really cool to have and like a little piece of history in terms of the comic stuff to have with you.
Yeah, exactly. So one of our first game pickups, never seen this game. It was only $1, so it was Toy Story Mania on the Nintendo Wii.
It's probably shovelware.
Probably, but it looks like it's like
mini
mini games basically. Probably shovelware. But again, for $1. I'm not going to turn down a Wii game.
Yeah.
As Fraser was saying, we're all trying to get in shape.
Yep.
So for 50 cents, we got a copy of My Weight Loss Coach on the DS.
After we were told these people don't have video games and they're not gamers, they have, what is that?
I think it's one of those, like, don't steal I don't know. Some sort of rubber.
Taste it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, do a push-up.
So we go to this lady. She's like selling video games.
This is the one I actually contacted on Facebook.
Yeah, you talked to a lady on Facebook and you said, listen, lady, we like video games. So she had set these out for just anyone. And we asked her, and she said, yeah, we got some games. We have this NBA Baller, case only. And we got Call of Duty 2, the big red one, case only. Mm-hmm. And then disc only, you got Fantavision on the PS2. And then you got the...
cool.
Whoa, okay. So we got the Donkey Kong Country Player's Guide. And on the back,
You got Donkey's butt.
look at the back side of that. So if you had trouble, I mean, I didn't have trouble.
I
with
watched your
Donkey Kong
I
Country.
watched your playthrough.
No trouble at all.
was a-
Ooh, there's a candy centerfold here.
And no, it's a cranky centerfold.
But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Player's Guide.
And this is where we got the Lazy Susan, and they were really cheap too for all
We
of
paid $1. Was it $1?
Yeah, $1 for this, and this stuff
she
was
just
free.
gave it to
Yeah.
us for free because there was no games in it.
There was this French guy,
Yeah, very French.
and he was like, "Hello, what do you want? What do you want in my house?" And we said you had a Zut alors! So we asked him for video games. He only had a few out, and it was like Bratz on the GameCube.
$10.
$10 on everything. This one wasn't marked, so I was like $2 for the complete Hello Kitty Happy Party Pals, and he said, "Sure. Why do you want that? You're a grown man." And we left.
Our next stop, this was a little while later where we were kind of getting frustrated. Going,
You were getting frustrated. I'm still in the good
we
mood.
didn't find anything. Like, this has kind of been not that good of a day.
Right, we got 2 empty PS2 cases in Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
And donkey butts.
And donkey butts. But then the next 2 stops were a little promising. This guy had this really cool arcade machine set up outside, and in the town I live in, we used to have an arcade downtown in the beach. I live in a town called Wasaga Beach, and we have the longest freshwater beach in the world. And there used to be an arcade down there, and there was a big fire. And I guess they pulled some machines out of the fire, and this was one of them. And it's like old predates arcade stuff, where it's all like motorized inside of it. So it's pretty cool. But
You can still smell the
you
fire.
can still smell the fire in it. But I mean, he wanted $350, and I wouldn't know where to put something like that.
Bend over and I'll show you.
For $3, we got the Ms. Pac-Man TV plug and play, and it's got Pole Position, Galaga, Ms. Pac-Man, Xevious, and Mappy Land. It's missing the back here where the battery goes, but it should still work, and the joystick's good. So when we got that, I'm like, okay, well, that's something to build on. And then I'll let Miles do this one.
Hello Kitty, No, we got this is a Game Boy Advance SP with a Radar Mission, a game that I'm sure is not very good. Unfortunately, this one's a 001, an AGS 001, not a 101.
What's the
but
difference?
That's okay.
What's the difference?
Second backlight on the screen.
Okay.
It works.
Yeah, it works fine. It didn't come with the charger, and when they brought it out, I was like, without a charger, I don't know. What were we talking here?
The dad's like, yeah, without a charger, it's probably garbage now.
I was like, you know what? I'll just give you $5 for it. And she said, I'd love $5, and $5.
Yeah, so again, things were getting a little bit better. So we were trekking on to actually our 3rd town of the day, and on the way there, we noticed a yard sale, and I almost went into oncoming traffic. Pulled over, and we're like, "Do you have any video games?" And he goes, "Just the one there at the end of the table." And we look, and it's a DS, the original DS, where it plays the Game Boy Advance games. You know what? This isn't. It doesn't.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's got the
It
slot.
still has the slot
It's got the
thing.
slot thing, so that's why I have one up on the shelf there that doesn't have the slot cover.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some sluts too.
We'll just give that to you then.
Yeah. So it's in rough shape. Like, it turns on, but the
screen is like no
screen's
lock.
very loosey-goosey, and it's got a line on it. But
it
it's
does
got
come
a
with-
charger and a game
That's broken.
that's broken
game.
now. We got Sonic Advance, The price tag was what, $12 on it? Miles said we'd take 6. The guy said sure. I think between that one and the one before this, we probably could have talked them down even lower, but
Yeah.
we didn't. I mean, it's only a couple bucks difference than what we probably would have offered. We stopped at another yard sale on the way to the Honey Hole, and we get out, and I noticed a table full of, it was Xbox 360, and there was some PlayStation 3 games, and I'm looking through them, and Miles runs over, and the first thing Miles spots is this, and it's a big stack of PS1 games.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying that the games that were Xbox 360 and Xbox, they weren't priced so great.
Yeah, no, he wanted $5 a piece, and I mean it was like sports and more sports and racing and sports. But these PS1 games, and I don't know why we hesitated, but we did. He goes, I'm looking for 15 for all of them. So for $15, we ended up getting, we got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Yep. Grand Tour Racing 98. Ridge Racer. Sledstorm.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Cartridge Club Game of the Month last month.
It also came
no,
with
this was the Cartridge Club Game of the
Wasn't
Month.
it 2?
No, it was 3.
Oh, okay.
Cartridge Club Game of the Month last month. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. This guy has good taste because those were 3 of my favorite PlayStation games.
Vigilante 8, which is actually one of my favorite games because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, and this was on the N64.
Yep.
And I couldn't play Twisted Metal, which was a game I only could play when I came over to your house. So this was my knockoff Twisted Metal.
And then the 3 probably best games out of the lot. We got Grand Theft Auto Collector's Edition.
It was the boxed collector's edition.
Yeah, just missing the box. GTA 2. And then the Grand Theft Auto Mission Pack London 1969.
Yeah, baby. And then also afterwards, he's like, "You guys collectors, I got something real special for you. So you come back now, yeah." And we did come back.
We did.
Later. And the special things he had for us were a bunch of sports games on the PS2 and Starsky and Hutch. And
A couple 64 games.
also sports games.
Yeah.
So the only thing we picked up was this Transformers game for $5.
And then on to the Honey Hole. So last year, from my Honey Hole, I scored the
The steel case, right?
Steel Case Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii for $10, which was blew me away last year. And again, we did a repeat this year, not the same game, but we'll save that one to the end. We'll go over everything we got here. We basically each picked out a bunch of stuff and made a nice pack of games that we wanted to bundle together.
Yeah, it ended up working out to all being $70.
They wanted,
70,
asking
yeah.
price was 70,
And you were just like, how about we make a deal? We'll do all of this for...
50.
And they
She
shook
didn't
it.
balk at that. She's like, yeah, okay, sure,
No, she-
$50.
yeah,
Well, she
cash.
just wanted to make sure it was cash.
Yeah.
So for $50, we got the Jackbox Party Box on the PS4. I played this when Fraser came over when we did the party night at my house. And
With the Cartridge Club members, and it was awesome.
I love this game. It was so much fun.
Oh.
And
I thought the disc wasn't in there.
No.
From my
it's in great shape, and I'm glad to have this in my collection now.
It's such a. If you
It's
haven't
also like
tried this game,
really hard to find physical.
I've never seen it anywhere
yeah,
physical.
even on the swaps and stuff, nobody has that.
well, that's what makes this game so good. Getting it physical, because you could download it on PSN and on Xbox and stuff like that. But that's what makes it getting physical like so good. Because if you go to someone's house and they have it, like here, you don't want to have to bring your whole system just to play a really fantastic game.
So the message is, let's get physical.
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 Only you, buddy.
And then this is actually a game that I was looking for. I'm huge into like MMORPGs. I played WoW. I played DC Universe Online, and I've seen a lot of people play this. And this is the Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. I've actually never seen the disc. I've only seen it like online on PSN, and I did some looking up before we purchased this. And the disc still works. It's free to play game too. So as soon as I put it in, I can make a character and free to play. And I do like the Final Fantasy kind of world, so I'll be very interested to give this a try. It's a game I've been looking for, and I'm happy they had it. They had it. This is like the second time I've gone for a Final Fantasy at this place, and the first time I got screwed out of that Final Fantasy. I'm a little bitter about that one.
2 Wii games that I saw. One I'm interested in for my collection. One was more because I think it's a good value to pick up. Whether I keep it or not, I don't know yet. But the first one's the Core Gang Outvasion from Inner Earth. Wow, that's confusing to say.
It's not like an
No, that's yes. Anyways, I've seen videos on this, and it looks like it's like a typical platformer type game, and it's supposed to be fun. Complete in with manual and game, and then this one didn't have the manual, but again, because we were bundling it together, and I think it's still worth like $20 some odd, and that's Godzilla Unleashed on the Wii. I've never played it. I don't know much about it. Yeah. So
Is it like a fighting game?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you want out of a Godzilla.
Yeah.
game.
So I'm gonna give it a shot, give it a try. Game, the discs are in good shape. So there was one Wii game that Miles was looking at. The disc was rough, so
It's
we
like
left
they-
that
it's
one.
like
Yeah, thanks for opening it up and getting a look there.
They used it as a pizza cutter and it just destroyed
And then the two awesome pickups from there that made this deal worth Miles.
It was worth me. So when you see these games, just know that this is my value completely is tied up in these games. First being Henry Hatsworth in The Puzzling Adventure. So it is a puzzle game where you play as this little old man drinking a spot of tea, and he's got a monocle.
He has a sword,
because
doesn't
he's got a sword as well, and an amazing hat. And I think that this is the sort of game that Catherine would really dig. So that's why I picked it up. And I spotted this game because Creep Lead is always talking about it on his videos. And I saw it there, and I didn't realize it was completely factory sealed, except for a little opening there.
tear
And
at the
that's
front.
GTI Club Super Mini Festival.
Get Club.
It is it's a Konami racing game, and you can play the original Rocket League, apparently, on it.
Oh, cool.
Which
Apparently.
is cars, knocking the soccer ball around. It, for some reason, is a kind of a rare game and expensive, so
Yeah,
I
and
thought we should probably grab that.
Even the price tag on it before we bundled it was
$10 bucks.
$10, so that's pretty awesome. So all of those, no, even those.
No,
No, those,
That was
Raymond, that was
separate.
so yeah. All of those they wanted 70. We talked her down to 50 cash. I think that's a pretty good deal. That
I
we
like
got
my
there.
honey also.
Yeah, I will never say. I'll never say Toys R Us.
I can't believe Toys R Us still had Wii games.
I know, it's insane.
We don't have a lot of Vita games, and I keep hearing good things about Rayman Legends, or
I like-
Rayman in general.
I like Rayman.
I keep hearing that it's like a platformer that's probably better than Mario, but never gets the credit. So I grabbed this one. It was only $10.
Well, yeah. So two more locations, kind of not really honey holes, but two more.
Well, this is like the
stores.
son from the one honey hole, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some sort of relation. But Miles picked up a couple of their games.
Yeah. So I saw this game in the case, and I remember from this place last year, all of the Sega Genesis games were marked at $7.99.
Yeah.
And I saw this game Blades of Vengeance there, and I couldn't see the price tag, so I asked him to open the case, and I asked him what the price was, and he said it's $7.99. And I said, well, I'll be taking that Blades of Vengeance then, because I think it's like about $35, $40-ish dollars.
Yeah.
It's the label's a little rough, but it looks kind of like an interesting game, and definitely great for recouping some of the costs.
Significantly recouping.
And then the last two games were games that I picked up because they actually looked like fun and I wanted them for the collection. The first one is Castle of Shikigami 3, which is a shmup according to Chris, and
Yeah.
if he lied to me, he'll be quite upset.
I got it over there on my shelf too.
So it looks like an anime shmup.
Two players too.
Bullet heck. It's a bullet heck game. So I'm gonna look forward to playing that one. And Catherine loves the rhythm games.
So do I. This
And-
one especially.
Actually, you and Catherine were playing Pop-In Music at the last Con Bravo.
We actually played quite a bit. Like we sat there longer than we should have, but I didn't even know it was on this system.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't come with the with
You have to use the
actual
motes, like
bubbles that you press down, and you have to use the Wiimotes. It looks like in the picture they're using the nunchucks and the Wiimote.
And I've never seen that game anywhere.
Yeah, neither have I. I didn't even know this existed. And again, a Konami game.
yeah. So Pop-In Music is always
So
fun,
$10 each for those two.
which is good.
That's everything. It was an awesome time. We were out literally. We got up at 6:30. Left the house at 7.
We stayed up till like 1:30 playing
Yeah.
like Snipper Clips
Yeah,
and
Mario
Mario Kart, and then we went to bed and woke up at like 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah. on the road.
Had some breakfast and hit the road.
And then we didn't get home until like 3:30. So it was a long day. It was fun. It's always a great time doing this.
Yeah,
it's become our tradition. Second time now. I'm sure we'll do it again next year.
Next year will be even better because we're gonna have a convoy. Big old convoy people just watching us. Yeah. It was fun though. I enjoyed. You know, like garage selling is fun, and garage selling with friends is even better. Just because, like you said, you have more fun, like just joking around, and then like stupid stuff that happens when you're there, like the pretty woman, like that kind of stuff.
But the best funny thing that happened.
I wasn't even gonna. I was honestly just talking about the pretty woman. I was trying to be a nice guy.
No, we gotta end this on the funniest note there is, because everybody was laughing. Not just me, not just Fraser,
a leaf.
But the people at the yard sale. We're walking back, and I mean, Miles, this is like the first time he's been in this vehicle of mine, and I'm walking along, and I see Miles reach for a door.
Listen, come on. We don't need to go into details.
Open the door, and literally almost get in, and I'm like, Miles, that's not my car. Miles, that's not my car. And I said it probably a good 4 or 5 times. And then he clued in that, no, that wasn't my car, and he was getting into a stranger's car.
And the best part is, it was a gray car, and your car is blue.
Yeah.
And it was a completely different model of car, and that actually literally broke me. I started walking, and then
It was just the closest car. Like I don't really care who I'm garage selling
In
with.
hindsight, I shouldn't have said anything.
But it was hilarious, because I was just sitting there, and as I was walking, the tears were coming down my eyes. I was
The people at the yard sale were all laughing.
Yeah,
so.
it was just one of those.
It was a good moment.
Not for Miles.
We were all laughing.
But it was really funny, and but yet again, thank you for having us here. It was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
for coming.
Thanks.
We're gonna go have some dinner now. We're having some Gouda bowls for dinner.
And then the draft.
And then the draft. Yeah, we gotta figure out how
giraffe?
we're divvying all this stuff up. And yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. And until next time, remember to game on and game often.
Yeah.
Post it and post it.
Keep it saucy.